New World, they're doing basically the opposite. We'll be doing the New World colonizing the Old. So we know there was a YouTube channel that did this on Civ 5. When I get a computer again, I'll definitely do a Civilization version. But the worldbox version is still pretty interesting using worldbox as well. So we have a tornado in the ocean. We tried to do Antarctica, but Antarctica is not participating because they chose not to spawn. I could do down here Chile, but they're gonna choose not to spawn a civilization. I tried to do the Caribbean nations or Caribbean nation. Maybe if I connect them, they will choose to bite. Create a civilization. Using Salawara, I connected them. They still don't want to colonize. So we have South America is struggling. North America isn't. So you have this entire old world to colonize. This is the other map. This is the old map we're using, slightly modified. And Canada has put another city down up here. Yeah, Canada. As well. I don't know why you say it up here. There's like no people up here. This will just be Toronto. I try to put countries in the middle of the U.S. here, but it didn't work that way. As well, South America is kind of screwed. They don't have many people because South America kept getting wildfires. I also tried to put, a Central American nation. Now the population is growing because I gave them a lot of trees and food. I think, Peru, Guyana, because it's Guyana. It started in Guyana, so it'll be Guyana. Brazil, obviously, and Argentina will obviously appreciate this. I tried to put Chile, Bolivia, and all those other countries down. I also tried to put Antarctica down, and they didn't want to spawn a country as well. And we have the whole old world now to colonize. Okay, we have the whole old world to colonize. They also have Australia down here. They are a dark horse because they can, essentially go wherever they want. Okay, here. I could also add a New Zealand. I'll add New Zealand really quickly. I just don't think they'll spawn. I really just don't think New Zealand would spawn. Yep, New Zealand's not going to spawn. New villages have been being founded. Okay, so a colony in Africa has been founded by Peru. So we'll just be naming them after the countries for right now. This is the Ivory Coast. And Alaska put a city up here. So I tried to put Nunavut up there. It didn't really work out all too much. So Ivory Coast is up here. We're going to put on diplomacy now. See if any of the countries to colonize. I try to put like a Colorado-like country here. Maybe I will make the mountains hills. Because for some reason they don't want to colonize this if I make them mountains. No one wants Colorado. The ground is shaking. So yeah, Brazil. So currently I think Canada's winning. But again, with all these land available, yeah, I try to make a New Zealand. If the maize is in the New World, they're kind of screwed. A meteor hit somewhere. As well, hopefully it's as instant as the other one. Countries can declare independence. Okay, they can now. As well, so countries can start civil wars. So Mexico is fighting the CSA. It's basically just Florida. Okay, Florida is basically Florida. Okay, don't expect Florida to win. So the Ivory Coast, okay, is expanding a lot. Someone's fighting in Australia. For some reason, they're fighting all the way down there in Australia. Brazil's fighting a war against Australia. The colony has been renamed to West Africa because that's basically the entire colony now. Again, most of this land is mostly useless anyways. It's mostly desert. So yeah, no one wants to create. Doesn't the maid is on this island too? That's funny. Yeah, a lot of countries have said Australia has not started yet. Australia added them last. Anon has been formed. Totally not a suspicious name whatsoever. So Canada has colonized the other island. They're trying to put people here and don't want to colonize us. There's also Greenland as well. Will people start to colonize Europe? Oh yeah, now they have ages. So we're in the age of chaos. Okay. I think last one we were in the age of sun. Okay. But now in the age of chaos. It makes this game more interesting. Also, Egypt has been colonized. That's essentially Egypt. So will the country survive the age of chaos? Will they survive? Because the country could be doing really well at the very beginning, and they could be destroyed. They could be utterly destroyed. Okay, so they have taken in Spain. Yeah, I have this on 5 speed. Like I always do. No. It hasn't. The AI has been as chaotic as the last time. Peru has declared war on Guyana. Guyana is eliminated. And who's this? This is Brazil. So Brazil has taken over South Africa. They have to worry about demons from another realm. There's still like a whole there's like still whole continents for them to take over. New village. August has been founded. I don't know what it is. Okay, it's an island. Who owns Uruguay? California. So, island is now Californian. Thing that will probably upset every person from Ireland because, of course, I don't know who would want. Now they have to be the most liberal place in the entire universe. Arabia has been founded. It seems that Peru is the country that is taking all the colonies. Sakapo has been founded. That is around Austria. So yeah, Peru is apparently doing all the colonization here. Okay, America has colonized England. I got everybody else is just starting to colonize. So yeah, South Africa is now owned by Gunsen has been founded. Masuka has been founded. That's Australia. Australia is finally starting to colonize. We're going to start to see the world fill up really quickly with all these colonies. India and Madagascar. Peru has declared war on Argentina. There we go. Peru now owns all of this country. Is essentially Madagascar at this point. The Civil War is happening again. Okay, is California really gonna lose to California is really gonna lose to Mexico? California is really gonna lose to Mexico. So California has lost to Mexico. Ireland is an independent nation now. No one has colonized inside of Asia. No one has done that. No one has colonized the. Seems that countries are starting to consolidate. Okay, we have Sweden here. Canada is not going to be sorry about the invasion of Alaska. That's China. Oh, they found Turkey in this game, but Turkey wasn't found in the other game. Literally, the whole world in the other game ignored Turkey. So yeah, totally not an important place in the world to colonize. Yep, these places want their independence. The colonies are gaining their independence. So, what should this country be called? And yeah, the entire town's gonna be destroyed. Alaska's gone. Yeah, this is the interesting stuff. That's the colony is rebelled. Mongolia is independent. That's gonna be pretty bad for because Mongolia won the last game. Mexico is eliminated. Okay, this is Russia. Russia is a Canadian colony. Turkey was destroyed, so Turkey is no longer in existence. Austria was taken over. We'll see how like the last 10 to 20 minutes go. Blazing heat wave. Oh, he has these up back again. Peru is taking back the colonies here. Russia's been taken over by America. America is losing, so Canada is just taking over everything. Taiwan have become an independent state. India might be destroyed. They only have 12 people. Okay, so all North America and Ireland are controlled by Canada. Seems that the New World is the area where the more interesting things are happening. And this usually happens in Civ too. Usually you have a bunch of nations, and eventually at the end they all consolidate at the very, very end. But now we're in our colonies. This is North American Union basically is a bunch of the colonies in exile. Australia has survived this whole time. It would be more interesting if Canada, if New Zealand and Antarctica and a lot of the other countries have actually settled. I think the reason the last one was so interesting is because there were so many countries. And of course, I do want both the New World and the Old World to see how they do with both. Yeah, that's why. Oh, he might take. They might destroy Taiba. Taiba is being destroyed. Taiba took back Mongolia. So Australia owns Siberia now. That's interesting. What would the wild maids spawn? If someone has to deal with the wild maids. China is still owned by. I like how the Florida swamps have expanded so much. Montreal was destroyed. Oh, it must be where the maids is. Must be where the maids is. It's where the maids is. Canada is in a very, very existential crisis, you know. They have to fight the maids. Oh, the rebellion again. Spain's going to rebel. Spain's gonna say no, we want out. Okay, Peru has declared war on Scandinavia. Spain is now independent. Spain is now an independent nation. Scandinavia, yeah, we might see the fall of Peru. Everybody's at war. Spain is taking over Austria. This country gives us basically Europe at this point. Since they basically own most of Europe, so. Australia now owns all of these. No, is this Australia? Australia owns all of these areas, so. Spain is destroyed. Or Europe. Europe was destroyed, so. It's now all belongs to Peru again. There is a spring happening in all former colonies. We'll see if any of them survive. We're not gonna name it until they survive. But yeah, there's a spring in many of the former colonies, including Thailand, including Sweden, and England. Canada took back England relatively quickly. The wars for independence continue. Austria did not gain their independence. Peru is desperately trying to hold on to Austria at the very moment. It is now nighttime. Egypt has fallen to Spain. The evil maids has appeared. Must be here. Mongolia is at war with so many countries. Because we saw in the last game, the colony did really, really, really well. So that's 200 people. It's a save of 200 people. West Africa has 211 people. Oh, here's the big one. Canada versus Peru. Who will win? Got see who wins this one. Once this war ends, we will end this video. Seems that West Africa has gained the revenge on Peru. India has 202 people. Was it not too shocking because India is one of the most populated countries in the world? Yeah, Peru's dead. Oh, Peru even more. Oh yeah, there's also a video surfacing online that there's aliens in Peru, so Peru has enough problems as it is. Yeah, Peru, Canada has won this one. Peru has basically been erased, with Sweden also taking over Russia. So yeah, Peru. Canada also had more cities, which gave Canada the advantage. So even Peru kind of relied on the colonies if you really think about it. But I gave them all independence. So let's see if a country like India will do anything. I got a new Peru empire is the last remnant of Peru. The last remnant of the civilization. Sweden versus Mongolia. Who will win? Man, Australia didn't do too well. Australia just be restricted back to the continent. Taiwan's not really doing anything. What do you expect to do when can't really go anywhere? There's an island full of demons, so you can't use that island. Oh, this island is back. A colony of a colony has colonized. Oh, there goes Warsaw. Island was immediately destroyed. India versus China. Who will win? This is such an unfair battle. India has 200 people. Mongolia might be stretching the army thin. Hey, Sweden's gone. Okay, India's struggling against China. India's struggling against China. Russia was destroyed. Russia was destroyed by a media. I wonder who's gonna take that land. Arabia's gonna lose. What are they fighting? This is a rebellion. Peru has gained their independence. Peru's like, yeah, we're back. Peru's back again. Arabia might be destroyed. Then we have 2 people. Oh, Madagascar was destroyed. Madagascar was destroyed. New Peru has been good. Yeah, Russia's back. So, the end of Peru. The end of the Peru colonies. Technically, West Africa and Spain are also Peru colonies in Mongolia. Australia has declared war on Canada. We're going to see the fall of Canada right here. Arabia only has 2 people. This civilization only has 2 people. But they ain't reproducing. That would be a failed colony if we seen it. Who's taking over Thailand? Oh, Australia did. Australia took over Thailand. Man, Peru's getting the comeback. Vancouver is independent. Vancouver is a separate place from Canada now. England was taken over. Not too surprised. Now, surprised no one's going after Arabia. They only have 2 people. Wild maids. Who's the wild maids gonna screw over now? Oh, Madagascar's back. Madagascar's been settled by India. Arabia was destroyed, not too surprising. That is not surprising in the slightest. It's funny, all the most valuable places are in the New World. Will someone colonize Arabia again? Oh, it's aliens now. Oh, Oman has been founded. India is using its massive resources, amount of people to colonize. Oh my God, what happened to South Africa? Oh my God, South Africa. It's funny, when I was younger, I had a small fear of being hit by a meteor. Now daytime. Australia now owns Ottawa. India declared war on Peru. Spain is taking over the new world. Spain. Peru's now losing to India. China's gone. China's destroyed. We're gonna end this now. So who's the winner? Canada and Australia are the only old civilizations that are still around. No, the youngest culture I think is Australia's. This is basically how big the countries are. So it doesn't by country size. Mongolia would probably win, or Peru. Australia also has a lot of land too, so don't underestimate them either. So the country with the most people is Peru and Australia, Spain, Mongolia, and the least is Canada. Okay, so I think Peru has probably won. They have the most people, they have the most land as well. Mongolia almost won a second time, which is pretty scary, but they didn't win again. But yeah, we'll try and do this again another day with the whole entire world. And that's it about this video here. Goodbye.